Hey guys, welcome to the new Pronage Part Guides video, where we're gonna be talking about a great thing along with our special guest with us.
Hello, my name is 1portalfan. If you recall me from the Minecraft videos, then you are awesome. If you don't, then get a life, people.
That is
Get a
true.
life. YouTube
And today
is
we're gonna be talking
YouTube
about
is
this.
love.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
YouTube is life.
We will be talking about this new great build called an overkill build, and it costs a lot of money. You will see by the end of this video.
And
all right.
I'm gonna add a pun right over there. I'm gonna stop you. I'm going to say this will overkill your wallet.
That was terrible.
It was alright. I tried.
But to be honest, you better check your wallet, because this build definitely will burn your wallet faster than a Steam summer sale. Haha, summer. Well, but nonetheless, it will burn your wallet.
Pretty much.
So let's get to the build, shall we?
Yes.
All right. So here's our build. We have for the CPU the Intel Core i7-5960X. X for emphasis, 3 GHz 8-core processor at a price of $1,001 from SuperViz. I don't even know, but as you can see, this comes with 8 cores and has an insane L3 cache. I don't even know.
Okay.
I do not know about this. I don't know.
No. Okay. Now for our CPU.
Wait, no. It's got a 22 nanometer process as well.
How can we forget about that? How can we forget about that?
And it has a TDP of like 140 watts, so it's gonna take up a lot of your power, and well, yeah.
Okay.
That's why we have a high, and it's got hyper threading, so it's basically like 16 threads and stuff and like craziness.
Yep.
And for our CPU core, we've got the Core Master V8 GTS 82 CFM CPU core for $85.
Not a bad deal.
It's
alright.
It's okay. I mean, it supports
not that bad of a deal.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It does.
I'm gonna be honest. It looks like an engine, hence the name. Oh, what? Give me a sec.
A Master V8 GTS 82.0.
Yeah, but in general, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get one of these. I mean, if you want air cooling and you don't want to set up
Cooler Master,
and you don't want to set up like a bunch of water cooling stuff, you don't know how to, because I don't know how to.
Cooler Master. That sounds very, very familiar.
Then
isn't that your PC case?
Wait, what?
Isn't that your PC case, Cooler Master?
Yeah, I use a Core Master half 912. I'm personally I have a big bias towards Core Master. But I didn't include a Core Master case in this build.
You guys can all hate on me.
As you can see on the bottom. Alright, for our our motherboard, I should say. We've got the Gigabyte GAX99 UD3 ATX motherboard.
Oh my god.
$190. Oh
my god, it supports Unreal Development 3.
Oh yeah, and it pretty much supports DDR4, that new kind of memory that's extra power efficient and all that crazy stuff. I only use DDR3.
What about DDR5?
What?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it supports LGA 2011-3, which is always a good thing. It's what our CPU has. And in general, I think it has a bunch of features. That's onboard Ethernet and stuff like that. Yeah. Lots of SATA. Lots and lots of SATA.
Yep.
And it supports RAID and Crossfire and SLI, all that greatness.
And next for the memory,
we've got our
yo man, what am I gonna talk?
All right, you can do this one.
We got a crucial 16 gigabyte 2x 8 gigabyte DDR4 2133 memory. Try saying that 10 times fast. Literally, I can't.
2133.
I was struggling trying to read that.
Did you hear me? $180, guys.
Did you hear that? I was like pausing to say that because I was like struggling to read that. That was like too much for me.
It's like $180 still. It's like a lot more than your DDR3 variant, which will cost around 120 or 140. I didn't check that, but heck, I'm pretty sure it's pretty efficient. It's a lot more efficient than DDR3 is. Well, I mean, why would they call it DDR4? if it isn't better than DDR3.
Just like, wait, that makes no sense because I have a GTX 745 and you have a 660. Apparently, Nvidia thinks that lower is better.
Well, then again, it depends on the naming. The only thing
Yep.
better about your graphics card is that it's newer and a little more power efficient. That's the only thing that's better.
I'm probably gonna upgrade to like a 960 soon.
Yeah, I would recommend the 960 personally.
But then again,
in my other build, I actually included a 960. The only complaints I have with the 960 is the really, really small memory bus and the small amount of VRAM. So you won't be doing any 4K on that thing.
Sadly, but you can.
Yeah.
But just hold on until what we introduce next.
Alright, for our storages, we have the Samsung 840 EVO 1TB solid state drive, which it's never a bad thing, because I heard that this Samsung SSD is actually very, very good, and in fact, the price per gigabyte is actually
1
less
terabyte. 1 terabyte.
price per gigabyte, but it is a single terabyte hard drive, yeah, or solid state drive. But the price per gigabyte is actually pretty good. It's
I'm calling Alienware.
$0.44, which is actually better than the SSD now, which is a budget one.
Now
However,
this gets me really, really pissed looking at this. Looking at solid state drive because it gets me pissed because my PC has a hard drive and I'm this close to like. I mean, you can't really see it, but I'm this close to like freaking contacting Alienware to give me a freaking solid state drive because for a gaming PC, you're giving us a hard drive.
Well,
What is
I'm
wrong
gonna
with
be
you
honest
people?
and say in my past builds, I've actually included hard drives in it.
I
So
know,
I
but-
don't I don't hate hard drives. In fact, they're still great. I mean,
They
you can
are,
buy a
but-
$50 1 terabyte drive compared to this $440 SSD.
Yeah, but then again, it's more pricey because you practically get everything loaded up in 1 second.
Yeah, but once again, we've got another thing. It's a hard drive, and it's a slow hard drive. But then
Yes.
again, we're using this for
More
for-
storage.
yeah, more storage. It's generally
So you're pretty much packing in 9 terabytes.
yeah,
You can
9
thank us later.
terabytes in all. This thing also is pretty hefty in the pricing. It's $304 for 8 terabytes. But nonetheless, it's got a pretty big cache. I'm not sure how that works. I'm gonna
Yep.
be honest.
And
Wait.
now,
Yep. And now we've got
the video card.
the video cards.
We got, alright, let me just show
Oh,
this on my
God.
screen. We have got quad Asus GeForce GTX 984 gigabyte STRIX video card 4-way
It's
SLI.
Strix.
My God! This is just gonna leave you people speechless.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
pretty
gonna
sure
be
this-
honest and say,
This is ready for 8K gaming, people.
yep.
Yep.
Actually, no, it's 4K, but still, it's really, really, really,
Yeah,
really, really
if you have
good.
a 4K monitor, get a
the
4K
Strix
monitor of
and the
this.
Strix core is actually very, very good as well.
Yeah.
It's designed by Asus, as the name suggests. And, well, I'm not sure if they outsource it, but I'm pretty sure it's made by Asus. And the benchmarks for the core is actually fairly good when compared to the reference build. And it's in
Yep.
four-way SLI, so, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, though, I might add that you might want to upgrade the cooling, because I hear there isn't a lot of headroom for air cores when you're doing an intense 4-way SLI. I mean,
Yep.
you're already breaking the bank with
To
the
be
price,
honest,
so
I would say
it wouldn't be a bad investment to include another $500 for a water loop.
I would say one GTX 980 is enough. But if you're one of those people who are like so intense for gaming, you're pretty much ready. You're pretty much set for the year 2039 with this stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say that, because if that were true,
Dude, it's for GTX 980s. What else is there gonna be?
well, honestly, if that were true, people could do quad SLI Voodoo 2s by now and still be fine.
I'm
And
still waiting.
we all know that isn't true.
I'm still waiting for the GTX 1080. Run every game 1080p ultra settings. 60
No, not like
frames
the
per
980
second.
already does that.
Nope. Nope. What I'm gonna say, it's not 60 frames per second. It's 120 frames per second.
All right, guys. All right, so we're done with the graphics card because graphics cards are awesome.
And you could just pretty much, if you have a crappy PC, I would just recommend, like, I don't know, some PC that you have and you're like, I want to go and upgrade this, but I don't know how to build a PC and I'm not going to spend a lot of money for a new PC. It's really just simple. Just take out your old graphics card, get a hammer, smash it, throw it in the trash can, rip out your GTX 980, plop it in, hook up the wires, put it back into your PC, bada bang.
Dude, we only have so much time. All right, so for the next part, we've got the next Source 530 ATX full tower case, and as you can see from this picture, it can show off your hardware pretty well. I mean, look at that window. Look at that transparent window. You gotta admit, you would like to see your graphics cards when you have your case. I mean, that's one thing I hate about most cases. You can't really show off your stuff in the stuff inside, you know. But it's an ATX full tower, so it's definitely huge. I mean, look at those dimensions. Look at it. It's huge. It's like, it kind of makes like a mid tower look like really tiny. I've seen these things in stores, and oh my gosh, they're huge. But nonetheless, it'll be more than enough for the quad 980s. But in general, it seems to me that it looks like it has pretty nice airflow, and it shows off your hardware, so I'm not complaining. It's $65 with a rebate. That's never too bad, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so for the next part, we've got our PSU finally. And
oh
we've
my
got
god,
the
quit using that pun. Just
120 G1 1000 VR power supply. And the great thing about this is it's completely modular, which means you can only include the wires that you need and none that you don't need, which essentially makes cable management a lot easier. And plus, seems like with the efficiency and the wattage, it seems like it can handle this build pretty well in general, and it's pretty nice.
But there's one last thing. If you think this is really good, and if you think you can handle it, just wait for the bill.
Alright. So our base total
$676.82.
Are you sure?
Oh, with the promo discounts and mail.
I got $4,560.
Oh, I accidentally read the base total, but I mean, you'll be saving a little money, but
after the rebates and the promos,
this is gonna be more powerful than the Xbox. I don't know. 15.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the graphical capabilities of this thing is equal to like, I don't know, 8 Xbox Ones.
Real life,
bros. And
Real
the
life
660
graphics.
runs Battlefield Hardline at like 60 FPS high settings, 1080p. That alone is better than the Xbox and PS4. And the funny thing is, the 660 is actually worse than what's inside the PS4. At least that's what I hear.
How is it worse?
Well, the Nvidia equivalent inside of the consoles is the GTX 660 Ti. That's for the PS4. For the what do you call 'em? Xbox One, I think it's like a 745 or a 650 Ti.
And by the way, when you buy this build, do not come crying to us because it doesn't come with an operating system. It's just how I did it.
Well, who buys their operating systems anyway?
Wait. I'd rather use DOS than anything.
Well,
DOS. Imagine using DOS in 2015.
I mean, with the new
this is why I
Windows
gave
10
a PC.
release, you can Whoa. With the new Windows 10 release, you can actually get your operating system for free, and it's Windows.
Yeah, all you can do is just go and pull out your crappy old laptop that runs Windows, go and install the ISO for Windows 10, put it on a disk, plop that disk in your PC, and boom, free operating system.
Yep, exactly.
And guess
it
what?
also runs on
It's
Raspberry
Windows.
Pi.
It's Windows.
Yep. And if you don't like this build, you could just go buy yourself a Raspberry Pi for $35 and jam in a copy of Windows 7 or Windows 10 somehow, and it'll work perfectly. So how are we on time? I think it's pretty good.
Okay, so anyways, thanks for watching. I'll leave a link to the Awesome Keith channel in the description.
Alright, subscribe, favorite
And
for
most
us.
important,
it helps us a lot. In fact, sharing by itself, it doesn't matter if you subscribe. It helps us a lot. Trust me. Do it for both of us. And I'll also leave a link to his channel in my description.
And most importantly, we're gonna leave a link to this build.
Definitely. Now the price is subject to change, but it should be around the same price, like $100 difference. As time goes by, I may be wrong, I may be right, but in general, it should be around the same price as we can see here. But, well, have a good day, guys.